So do you think Amazon is here to stay? Can you see anybody, any of the marketplace coming up from the sidelines and dominating? Amazon is becoming much more difficult now to become profitable, isn't it? And sustainable for some brands that don't get the right strategy in place.
Well, I think it's always been this way, in that, if you want to sell on Amazon, as with anywhere else, is you need to treat it like a proper business. Because unfortunately, what a lot of people do, and look, and it's not their fault, because they fall for, the YouTube video that says, hey, make $10,000 a month buying 20-cent things from China, and off you go, and you can do it in your sleep. Now, that's all, hogwash, because it is a proper business. And if you treat it as a proper business and set it up as a proper brand right from the start, get your IP, what is your unique selling proposition? Why should you be in business? Why should people buy from you? Who are you selling to, right? The real fundamentals. So if you consider it that way, rather than I'm going to buy cheap shit from China and sell it on Amazon, right? Now, those brands quite rightly are finding it very difficult. But the ones that are really thinking it through and going back to the fundamentals of any retail business, because, okay, we're selling on Amazon, but we're in retail, right? So why should people buy from you? So if you can get that done, then you're fine. And I've come across sellers who, for the last, 10 years, people, it's too late to get onto Amazon. Well, that's bullshit. It's not too late. I talk to people all day, every day, who started 12 months ago, 18 months ago, who are building multi-million-dollar businesses right now. Okay. So yes, it is a little bit tougher, and it should be, right? An old mentor of mine used to say, when a business is so easy, any idiot can do it. All the idiots get in.
Yeah, all the idiots do it. Yeah.
And so what we're seeing, Amazon is taking a little more seriously, because they don't want any idiot to be selling, because they want to protect their customers, right?
That's my experience.
And so all of the hoops that Amazon is putting in place for us to jump through is to, from their point of view, is to protect their customers, and quite rightly so. So we need to think about, as I said before, the fundamentals. And I've been saying this for years and years and years when I've been coaching people. It's like, right, what's your unique selling proposition? Don't just go and find another Me Too product. Okay, yes, see what's selling. Absolutely. But what are you going to add to it? Why should people buy from you? Are you making it prettier? Are you making it uglier? Are you making it more useful? Are you making it, what are you doing to make it different? And also, who are you selling it to? Do you know who your audience is? It's audience first. There was a couple that I was talking to the other day who have a business, and I said, well, how did you build your brand? And they're like, well, we knew what niche we wanted to be in. We found out who our customers were, and then we just found products that they wanted to buy. Like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's basics. And $1 million brand. It's again, basics. It's really go back to basics. And in answer to your question, is Amazon here to stay? Absolutely. However, once you're on Amazon, if you think that you've maximized your potential, then you might want to look at what else can you do. Do you want to be on Walmart? Can you is your product ready for physical retail stores? Because physical retail, it's not dying. It's had a bit of a bump, but there's still a lot of people that like to go to the shops. Yeah. So is your product physical retail ready? What other marketplaces are there in your country? I know in Australia, for most brands, it's difficult for us to make significant money purely on Amazon, although some people do. But in Australia, I always talk to Australian sellers having a multi-marketplace approach. We need to be on 2, 3, 4, 5 different marketplaces here with our products in order to really make a good turnover and profit.
Do you think that will grow with Australia, Amazon Australia?
Well, look, and it has been growing. It has been. Look, I was Australia's first third-party seller, and I've seen it, change in the 4 years, 4 or 5 years. Something has been
quickly.
I know, it's gone quickly. So yes, it continues to grow as there's more uptake. But there's still a lot of opportunities here. And there's new marketplaces coming up. Where is your product going to to fit. Okay, where is your product going to fit? Don't just launch in other countries just because you think they'll go. Do your research. Is it going to sell in the UK? Is it going to sell in Germany? Does your product, it's a different mentality. The consumers are different. Do your research, right, before you just go boots it on.
Thank you for the wonderful words of advice. Absolutely. Especially now on TikTok, there are so many courses for sale. How to win on Amazon. Yeah. So be warned, everyone.
Look, here we go. For free. Don't buy a course. How to win on Amazon? Build a brand. Build a proper business. Now, you might want to consult with somebody to teach you how to do it specifically to Amazon.
Yeah.
Okay, because Amazon is a unique animal. However, the fundamentals, there isn't the tips and tricks. Those tips and tricks change. In the 7 years that I've been on Amazon, the things that we could do then to the things that you can do now are very different, and they change. So you can't build your business on the tips and tricks and secrets, right? You've got to build your business on the business fundamentals.
Thank you. Okay, so I have a question here about your podcast, Women on Amazon. So you must have, I know you have, because I've pretty much listened to them all, interviewed some fabulous women. So as part of the International Women's Theme, can you tell me if there was any commonalities between the women that you interviewed in terms of, we talked already about mindset or skills or experience. Was there anything that kind of, brought them all together? Was there any commonalities at all?
Look, I think it's mindset and it's determination. The skills. A lot of women, we bring our skills that we have from other careers into the e-com space, but we can also learn if we're coachable, which I think we are. We're neuroplastic. Neuroplasticity is the term that's being bandied around. We can learn new things, right? So if we're coachable, which we are, as long as you've got that vision, goal, determination, and that entrepreneurial mindset, then you can absolutely do it. And I think that's the commonality.
Yeah,
it really is. And the not being scared to put in the hard work. So it's because Amazon is not it's not a what do they call it when it's you don't have to work for your income.
Passive income.
But yeah, Amazon is not a passive income stream. Okay, so whatever, I'm not on TikTok, so I don't know what they're selling, what courses they're selling. But if anybody tells you Amazon is a passive income stream, then you got to cross that out, because it's absolutely not passive. Now, you can get to the stage where you can hire people to do it, but I don't recommend anybody who's starting out hire until they've reached, $1 million a year. Really, you can pretty much get it up to $1 million on your own. Once you hit that sort of $1 million a year, then you're going to start looking at. Now, obviously, along to get there, you might want to hire experts in particular fields to help you, but in terms of being able to hand over your business to other people to run, don't do it. Don't do it. And I know that there are some... Look, there are unscrupulous people out there who are sort of saying, and I came across one the other day, give us $35,000 and we'll set up your Amazon business for you hands-free. Well,
35,000.
Yeah. Yeah. It's look, I see that shit all the time. And it's ridiculous. It's unnecessary, and it's basically just scammers under a different guise.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you've got to pay away in time and lessons learned, haven't you, to succeed on Amazon?
Yeah, absolutely. If you, again, go back to fundamentals. If you approach it as, okay, I'm going to start a new business, even if it's a side hustle, it can be a side hustle. You don't have to do it full time, but you still have to go into it with, this is a long-term business that I'm going to build. Okay, so it's either I'm going to build it to sell it, which some people do, and they make generational wealth money from doing that, or I'm going to build it so I have an income and a cash flow that's going to, retire my husband, as has happened with a lot of the people that I've interviewed, or I'm going to be able to travel, or I'm going to be able to, pay for private school for my children, or whatever it is that's your goal. Set the goal and work towards the goal. And initially, the first, it is a bit of a grind. I'm not a fan of the grind, but initially when you're starting out, it is a bit of a grind, and you might have to do that for, 6 months, 12 months, 18 months, however long it takes you.
And that's the same for any business, isn't it?
That's exactly.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Exactly.
Thank you. So there isn't any secret formula then. There is literally just.
I've just told you the secret. Build a business. That's it. That's the secret.